Hello everyone, I'm Chef Joe. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make loaded potato croquettes. We're going to need 2 pounds of prepared mashed potatoes. I'm going to make them slightly stiff. You can refer back to my other video on mashed potatoes. Use less cream because we're going to add some shredded cheddar cheese to it. And you want your potato croquettes to be a little stiffer because we're going to put them in the fryer. You don't want them to explode. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put butter. And I'm going to go a little bit of half and half. Then I have here I think one teaspoon of sea salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. I'm going to throw that in there. And let's mash them up and see where we're at here. People ask me, Joe, what do you use white pepper for? For this. It's exactly the perfect application for mashed potatoes, white pepper. It's a little bit milder in flavor than regular pepper, and you don't see a bunch of little black specks in it. Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't want to put any more cream in there. So what I want to do is I'm going to break down the rest of the chunks of potatoes. I want to very slowly turn this down and just kind of break up the rest of the potatoes. Careful not to whip them. You don't want them whipped. There you go. Okay, put that there. Now, let me grab that looks pretty good there. And let's add the bacon. Right here I have about 6 slices of cooked crumbled bacon. We'll just throw some bacon in there. Everything tastes better with bacon, right? Then I have 2 chopped green onions. I'm going to throw those in there. And then I have about a 1/2 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Just put a little bit of shredded cheddar in here. That looks good. I'm going to kind of fold it all in here. Cheese is going to melt up a little bit. That's fine. It's going to get all incorporated into your potato. Now the trick to potato croquettes is you have to refrigerate them. You want them to be a little bit cold before you bread them. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to form them. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Now I do it like this. Well, first of all, I'm going to taste them to make sure everything's seasoned properly. Oh yeah, that's going to work. Then we have an offset spatula, have a spoon, and then what I do is put these in here. I like my potato croquettes to be exactly the same size. That way they They fry up evenly, they fry up in the same time. So you're gonna kind of go like this. And you're gonna cut it, pull it up. Let's make another one. Put it around with a paring knife just to kind of separate it. I like to serve these with if I'm doing like a prime rib or some type of roast. Steaks, lobster. These go good with just about anything. Do some back here. And I make extra. My mother-in-law, if there's extra, she'll like to take them home, and she likes to have them for breakfast. She'll put like a poached egg on top of them. So you're going to refrigerate these overnight, and they're going to get nice and solid. And you can reshape them afterwards too, a little bit. Okay, there we go. 7 potato croquettes. I'm going to cover them with plastic wrap. Put them in the refrigerator. Tomorrow, we can flour, egg wash, and breadcrumb, and then fry them. And these are our loaded potato croquettes that we made yesterday. They've been refrigerating, so they're nice and solid. So when we put them in the fryer, they won't explode. These are fantastic to make ahead of time if you're going to have a large group, a large dinner party, and you can make them, and you can even fry them ahead of time and put them on a sheet pan. Then pop them in the oven. It works out great. So right now I'm going to show you how to bread them. Here I have seasoned flour, seasoned egg with a little bit of water as I egg wash, and then seasoned panko and plain breadcrumbs. So I got like 1 cup of panko and 1 cup of plain breadcrumbs in here. So what you do, you put your potato croquette in here and kind of pound it down a little, get some of the excess flour off of it. You can do several of them at a time. And put them in there. The key is to have 1 wet hand, 1 dry hand. So keep this one dry for coating the breadcrumbs on your potato croquettes. So then you flip it. Make sure you get egg all over it. And I like to grab a little bit of breadcrumbs and just kind of sprinkle it on top. Now you can take and roll it and coat it really nice. I forgot to tell you, have your deep fryer going. I have a Le Creuset Dutch oven, cast iron going. Bring it up to 350 degrees while you're doing this. And this is why you make your mashed potatoes a little bit thicker, a little bit tighter. You don't want them real loose like a mashed potato, like something you would serve with your pot roast. These have to be a little bit stiffer. And that's another reason why you refrigerate them. Technically, you could probably refrigerate them maybe 3 hours, and they'll probably harden up for you, but I like to do it the day before. I don't like to stress myself out. And if they get out of shape a little bit, it's real easy. You can just shape them back. And there you go. Now we'll just clean up a little bit and check our temperature of our oil. Okay, so our oil is at 350. So now we're going to pop the croquettes in. Always, when you put something in hot oil, put it away from you. Drop them away from you so that the oil don't splash up on you. We'll do 4 of them. Also, when you put your oil in your Dutch oven, keep it way below the handles, so because it's going to bubble like that. You don't want it to overflow if it's too hot. You just kind of want to make sure that they don't stick to each other. So you kind of bump them around a little bit. Then you have your little spider you can pick them up with. Oh yeah, they're getting nicely browned. See? Look at that. It's nice. Let them go a little longer. You can keep checking the temperature. So when you put your croquettes in, you put cold food in hot oil, it's going to drop that temperature down a little bit. So you can always kick it back up a little. Try to get back up to 350. You can't do these in the air fryer. They have to be done in oil. If you put them in the air fryer, it's just not going to come out right. Some things you can do, air fryers are great, but sometimes these Dutch ovens just work magic. That looks pretty good. Nice golden brown. That's exactly what you're looking for. I'm going to take them out and drain them on a paper towel. And I'm going to get my oil back up to 350 and cook the last 3. 351, that's pretty good. Okay. The last 3. Put them in, let it go away from you. Put them in, let it go away from you. Notice how evenly they all cook because I shaped them all the same size. They're all cooking very, very evenly. Oh, those look good right there. I'm going to take that out. And there's our potato croquettes. They're loaded with green onions, cheddar cheese, and bacon. So what I like to do, I'm having a dinner party, so I'm gonna put them on a parchment lined sheet pan. Then, before you service, you just pop them in the oven and reheat them. They come out really nice and crispy still. So when you put them in the oven to reheat, I would have it at about 375 to 400 degrees. You want a little bit hot so it stays nice and crispy, and just put them in until you get like an internal temperature of 140 degrees. You want the inside to be 140 degrees with your thermometer. Buy one of these thermometers. I tell you, there's many brands out there. Pick one up. They're digital, and it's always good to. The numbers don't lie. The temperatures don't lie. The temperature will tell you everything you need to know about what's going on inside the food. You want that potato to be 140 degrees, and you're gonna do good. So I'm gonna save these, but I'm gonna show you one right now. So I'm gonna split one open for you. Show you how awesome they are. Look at this, nice and crispy, crunchy. Look at this, look at this. Oh my gosh. Have a taste. Dude, man, that's good. You can also use these if you have leftover. You can make extra, have some leftover. Use them for breakfast. You can put a poached egg on top with hollandaise sauce. They're great with roast beef, pot roast, or whatever. It's a little bit different than roasted potatoes and a baked potato that you would normally serve with your steak or whatever. Sometimes I like to put like lobster across the top of it, or shrimp, prawns and stuff. Works out really good. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please remember to click the subscribe button and visit my website at www.chefjoeskitchen.org for more recipes and videos. Remember, food tastes best when it's simple and fresh. I'm gonna eat the rest of this. See you later.